former President Jacob Zuma's bid to privately prosecute his successor, President Cyril Ramaphosa, has been postponed to February next year. This is pending the finalisation of his appeal process against the invalidation of the private prosecution. SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga has been following today's proceedings and joins us to give us a wrap of those proceedings. Good afternoon, Canny. Thank you very much for joining us. So Advocate Dalimpofu says that he's received instruction to take this matter forward to the Constitutional Court. Talk us through today's proceedings.
Well, good afternoon to you, Mfunda, and to the viewers at home. To bring us back, this is all about that alleged disclosure of the health records of the former president during his corruption trial that is before the KZN High Court, sitting in Pietermaritzburg, rather. So he's trying to privately prosecute the successor that is the president, Cyril Ramaphosa. We know from our previous coverage that he successfully invalidated that private prosecution. However, the former president launched an appeal process. When we went to the court the last time, the appeal was sitting at the SCA. That was a reconsideration application that was not successful. So he's now given his counsel the instruction to now go to the apex court and try and seek some form of relief there. So of course, pending the finalization of that, then you can't get a conclusion in this private prosecution. So by the time the matter returns next year, hopefully the appeals process will be complete and we'll have an answer as to whether this private prosecution can continue or not.
Then remind us now, if it's going to the Con Court, what is their argument here? Do they feel that his constitutional rights were violated by the president not protecting him in this respect?
Well, they haven't filed papers yet in the Constitutional Court, so we don't know what the grounds for appeal was. But when you do launch an appeal, you feel that another court may come to a different conclusion as to what has been decided on. So once they file, then we'll have a good understanding as to what the former president feels that another court may have missed in the alleged disclosure of his health records and the constitutional validity of his private prosecution bid. And
today he was present in court, and we understand, as per the Criminal Procedures Act, if you are a private prosecutor, you would have to consistently appear at every court sitting. Just talk us through this.
Yes, so Section 11 of the Criminal Procedure Act requires a private prosecutor in their capacity to ensure that they meet all those dates that are set by the criminal court. So if you don't show up and there isn't some extreme circumstance upon which you couldn't arrive at the court, then that matter will be dismissed automatically, and then of course the accused will be discharged of the charges that you're trying to bring against them. Of course he knows that if such a matter is dismissed, there is an unlikely chance that it could ever come back again. So the former president probably wants to ensure that this matter stays on the roll pending the finalization of the appeals process.
All right, Canny, thank you very much for that concise reportage. That's SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga.